I feel like we're
because
better.
What you said after when I was midway through, when you were like, "Run the clip," like it was just so definitive, and I just like stopped.
I don't know if we have.
And I was just like,
maybe we'll get the clip. I don't know. So I was like, fucking run the clip.
right.
All right. Shit. Do we even know what the fuck we're gonna do next? This is like the worst fucking podcast we've ever had.
No, it's not.
We're so loose with it.
I think there's fun energy in the room
There's
right
fun
now.
energy. Here, play something back. Play something back.
All right.
Do you want me to knock out who tweeted it right now?
I need to open this door.
I got it ready.
Yeah, you can open the door. It's fine. You want to go for the?
Want to edit that? Want to just knock it out?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Rated R Sports Talk podcast.
Fuck yeah.
I'm your host, John Longton, and I'm joined by my co-host, Maximilian Niemeyer, a.k.a. Max.
What up, what up?
And Eric Druckman, a.k.a. Druck.
What up, motherfuckers?
Also today, we have somebody sitting in, a guest host, flew in all the way from Denver. His name is Ryan Noel. Ryan, how you doing today?
Doing great, man. Thanks for having me on.
Alrighty, let's jump right into it.
21 is the number. And they say, why is 21 why is 21 the number? Because that's how long I've been kicking ass. You light them up, and I knock them down like bowling pins. And August 26th, I'm going to knock this out too.
I just want to start out by saying that Floyd Mayweather might be the worst shit talker I've ever heard in my entire life. What? Set him up and I knock him down like bowling pins? How does that even a fucking boxing match? There's 10 bowling pins and there's one box. Is he the bowling ball? And I don't know.
This fucking piece of shit could hire a goddamn Hollywood writer to write his shit talking.
He couldn't read the script,
He could
though.
get a staff of writers to get him
Still
shit
can't read
talking
the script.
material. And yeah, maybe he can't read. Honestly,
No, he definitely can. Isn't it a proven fact that he can't read?
I think it's somewhat.
Is that real?
I mean, he's going to win the fight on Saturday.
I didn't know that he could not read. I mean, well, also, the kid that can't shit talk is going to learn how to fight, though, right? Like, I mean, if you can't shit talk on the playground, you're going to get into a couple fights. You're probably going to have to,
That's actually a good point.
That is a good point.
I
Because
guess
he can back up.
Those are the
everything
only
he
kind that I make.
says.
Carrying a school bag on stage. What are you doing with a school bag on stage? You can't even read. This is Jay-Z's new album, The 444. I want you to take this and listen to it and learn. Learn how to build and maintain a real empire, not a fake empire. I don't give a how hot it is outside. I'm still wearing this.
Now that is how you talk some motherfucking shit.
Yo, you can fucking smell it.
This guy, he can make a career off of talking shit. You know what I'm saying? If that doesn't lead to wins, I don't know what does.
It's the most entertaining thing about this whole situation.
Well, yeah, I mean, we probably will get more entertained about the actual press conferences and the actual face-to-face. I actually can't wait to see when they weigh in together and they, get in each other's faces and square up and da-da-da-da.
I mean, the art of shit talking is like one of the bigger, arts of boxing, not just boxing, any sport. Like Michael Jordan was known to be one of the bigger shit talkers.
I absolutely agree, and I think that the reason why that Conor McGregor is always top billing is because he's able to sell tickets based on his shit talking alone.
I mean, obviously Muhammad Ali, everybody knows he was one of the greatest shit talkers ever.
Larry Bird.
Larry
Well,
Bird.
In fact, Larry Bird, they talk about he's one of the dirtiest, fiercest trash talkers in the game.
I knew that Larry Bird would just kind of go up to whoever he was defending and just say, I'm going to spin around your back.
Yeah, you can't guard
dribble it
me.
through my legs, and I'm just going to lay it right in, right, just like that.
He would tell you exactly what he's going to do. I'm going to spin to the right and hit a baby fade right in
Sounds
your
like
face.
we both saw the 30 for 30.
And do it. One of the greatest 30 for 30. I mean, they're all so
I
good.
agree with that,
I think
too.
this is like the 30th time we've shouted
Wait,
out.
we're talking about
30 for
Mayweather
30.
McGregor, right? Is that what we were talking about?
No,
We're talking about the art of shit talking.
Got caught up in
the art of the
Celtics.
art. Speaking of Mayweather McGregor, we've been waiting for I don't know how long for this, but this week is August 26th. It is the McGregor-Mayweather fight.
Dun, dun.
That is this Saturday. It is a big day in the Capital Region. We have the Travers. We have actually Luke Bryan's at SPAC. I don't know if you guys are country fans. Yeah, I kind of think the same
Not
way.
even part of this conversation.
Well, I'm just saying in the capital region itself, it's a big day. I don't know. You got the Travers, which is on national television. You got Luke
We're not
Bryan.
from Gloversville. Not that there's anything wrong with Gloversville.
I mean,
guys.
in all honesty, I don't completely hate on Luke Bryan, but go ahead.
No, but it's a big day. And are you guys planning on watching the fight?
I'm not planning on watching the fight, John.
Really?
And I'm going to tell you why. And I know that you said this is the week that we have all been waiting for. That doesn't apply to me, and I know that was more of a formality than anything else, but I am not looking forward to this fight. I think it's just a big money grab. Everyone that's involved just wants a huge paycheck. They want to take all your money. They want to overprice movie theaters. They want to overprice all the bars.
Whoa,
and you
whoa.
want to come in and you're giving these motherfuckers their money for a subpar fight. And it's just going to be all defense. All right. Mayweather is just going to telegraph everything that McGregor does.
So you're basically saying Mayweather fight is a subpar fight.
It is a subpar. Most of his fights are subpar fights.
I agree. I mean,
because
I've
they go
woken
all
up
12
in the middle of
rounds,
most
and he's
of
just playing defense the entire time. McGregor made a very good point where he said that Mayweather. I'm sorry that he. Fuck.
Just
Start
keep
over,
rolling.
start
We'll
over
edit
again.
it this, man.
Okay, that McGregor said to Mayweather that while McGregor hugs his wife and hits his opponents, Mayweather hits his wife and hugs his opponents.
Way to spit
Fucking
it out there,
spit it out,
I'm
drunk.
not, you know what? I'm not fucking editing anything out of that. We're running the whole goddamn what you were just saying.
It's all,
Holy
I'm
shit.
sorry, it's a complicated quote.
For those of you
Off
who
the
don't
cuff,
know,
it's a pretty complicated quote.
this podcast is pretty edited, but I'm gonna
You're
just
officially
stream
off
those
the
last
rails
10 minutes
already.
there. Already, we're in the opening segment and we can't get fucking words out of our
I
goddamn
shouldn't have opened
mouths.
up this heady topper, guys.
Druck showed up with a
Burlington, Vermont.
mouthful of peanut butter.
All right. Well, what I was gonna say is you're absolutely right. Where Mayweather has boring fights, the Pacquiao fight was a fucking absolute catastrophe. Snooze fest. Like, who wants to watch that shit? And by the
Nobody.
way, it wasn't that clear of a decision, to be honest. But he did say that his goal in the fight was to knock McGregor out. They actually switched the gloves to 8-ounce gloves.
I like
So
that.
That kind of gives McGregor, not really an edge, but it kind of creeps him back up. It kind of narrows the spread a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
All the sell tickets.
Of course.
Yeah, it's
Of
still a
course.
sell tickets, but we could be surprised and we can actually see a good fight. I just hope that Mayweather doesn't dance around as he has his whole goddamn career. If he doesn't, great. If he does, whatever. Are you guys, Max? What are you doing for the fight?
I thought I was hanging out with you, bud. What's happening?
Well, we're kind of up in the air right now. I have somebody who's getting at their house that lives in Clifton Park, so I think on the way home from the Travers we might stop there. Otherwise, I'm sure it's something crazy. in
Apparently,
Saratoga's
I'm
going on.
wide open for the fight because I thought we were going to Travers and doing the whole big thing.
First off, we are going to Travers. Travers ends at 5. The fight's on at like fucking 11 o'clock at night. So what do you want to do? Sit in Saratoga and jerk off for fucking 6 hours while we wait for the
I was
fight?
thinking about it.
I mean,
Sounds
yeah.
like you guys have a steady day of basically throwing your money in the garbage.
What if I win big?
Yeah, what if we win big?
Well, maybe in the Travers, but I'm saying more so for the fight.
Bro, you gonna watch the
throwing
fight
your
at
money
all?
in the garbage.
I'm probably not going to watch the fight now.
Not gonna watch the fight.
Not a care in the world for the fight.
I will watch on
Actually,
YouTube
I'm going to be
following.
at Lock-In Music Festival in Virginia, so no, I'm definitely not going to be watching the fight.
Oh, all right.
Ooh.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Little jam band music festival in the mountains of Virginia. I work for a band that's playing there, so
What's the name of the band you work for?
the Disco Biscuits.
Oh my!
Now, what do you do exactly, Rye?
I'm their
listeners?
tour manager.
Nice.
No way.
That's pretty badass, man. So you're pretty much on the road 24/7. So you've probably scoured this whole nation.
I've scoured the nation. I'm not on the road as much as I was in my earlier years of working in the industry, but
Let me ask you this: what was your favorite? Like, all right, so you're traveling here, there. What's your favorite town to travel to, more or less, when you do these things?
that's a good question. Philadelphia is my favorite place in the country to go to. It's one.
Really?
Really?
Really, and I am I'm born
Settle down, drunk.
born and raised in New York. I'm a New York sports fan. hate Philadelphia and everything, but they are one of the top food cities in the country, and it's good eating every time I go. And
When you're on the road, I mean, when you're judging cities by their food.
By
right?
food.
And the women.
by food.
And
220,
food.
220 pounds now. I'm going all food.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. It's real.
220 all muscle.
Yeah.
What's probably the best meal you've had in Philadelphia?
Dumplings. It's all about the dumplings.
Really?
Pork.
So more like the
dumplings.
Chinese fare is the best out in
Yeah.
Philly?
Yeah. For
So
me.
keep that in mind.
Yeah. I think cheesesteaks are overrated for me. So I don't think cheesesteaks when I think Philly. I'm thinking Taiwanese, Asian, Chinese style. Reading Terminal Market is like a whole city block of like food vendors inside this area where you get roast pork sandwiches and ice cream made right there and produce, and it's a fat man's dream, that's for
Check,
sure.
put that on the itinerary when we
had
go
no
see the
idea.
Sixers game.
I had no idea. When I'm thinking Philly, I'm thinking like milk steaks boiled over hard with jelly beans.
Isn't that from like some TV show?
I think so.
What? Milk steaks? It's just lingo I probably don't get. Let's bypass that. Let's jump right back into the McGregor-Mayweather talk, if we can, for a second. So
Sure.
So snooze fest. Max, are you excited to watch the fight?
I am excited to watch the fight, man. I mean, all Mayweather fights, besides one that I can think of, Ricky Hatton, have been a snooze fest.
Let's say again, John, were you guys planning on like heading to a venue to watch these fights?
Well, the first place that crossed my mind was Wolf's 111 on
Okay.
Wolf Road. They usually do a good job for like the MMA fights and stuff like that. But it's such a fucking shit show at these places. It's like elbow room only, and you get fucking breathed on the whole time, and it takes forever to get a beer.
Sounds like Travers.
Yeah, actually, it does sound a little bit like Travers. But Travers has some gorgeous girls that are going there. I'm kind of going more for the people watching. Travers it's like the most beautiful people in the world just show up at a track to watch horses for some reason.
There's a
Do
lot
you drink
of money walking
juleps
around.
at this Travers race?
No, that's the Kentucky Derby. I don't think there's mint juleps getting passed around. Druck, have you been to the track?
Have I been to the track?
Wait, you
in
were at the track with
I was
me,
at the
right?
track with you
Yeah.
a few times.
That'd be a yes, John.
Yes.
Oh, all right.
I have.
I forget these things. But
Ryan, you been to the track while you've been up here?
Not this trip, but I've been to the track. Yes, it's good times.
is there a track or anything like that out in Denver where you're at?
There is not, no.
Not
They
even
race
like
like
greyhounds. or
Yeah,
anything?
there's
I was
like a
gonna say.
greyhound racing, yeah, which I can't really get into that. It doesn't feel right.
Have you ever gone to it?
I haven't.
I'd always bet on the dog named Santa's Little Helper.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Do you guys think they kill the greyhounds after they lose a race and break their leg?
I doubt it. They get rescued a lot. We had a lady in my building had 2 rescued or retired, if you will, greyhounds, and I'm not for that. It's weird.
Dog racing's
That's
a little
excellent.
different. I don't know if I could get
I
into
am
it
for
myself.
that.
Yeah?
You're not for adopting the dog?
Oh,
after
no.
it's raced?
I'm all for
He's
that.
not for
I'm
dog
not
racing,
into the
you
dog
fucking-
racing.
Oh, okay, all right. We're on the same page now.
Yeah.
All right, guys, so for those of you who listened last week, I brought up a story about me writing a sports article for the Hudsonian about the Hudson Valley softball team, and a certain player went to the athletic director's office with my article in hand, and she was crying. And basically, she thought her season was over, but it wasn't. And I was kind of messing around with her. And she kind of got mad, and I gave her a chance to come into the studio today and give her side of the story. Shannon, how are you doing today?
I'm doing lovely, John. How are you?
All right, what's on your mind? What do you got to say to people that are listening to this right now?
I think the story that you told last week was a complete lie.
A complete lie?
Complete lie.
Well, all right. What part of the story? Well, the story that I told last week is I wrote an article for the Hudsonian for the April Fool's edition, and it basically said that the softball was ending their season, and a lot of the softball players took it seriously, and they went to the AD's office. Now, let's pause there. Is that part of the story correct?
Yeah, that part's correct.
All
But
right,
your details were wrong.
Let's go a little bit further. I said that there was tears involved, and
Yes.
you guys thought your season was over.
Yes.
Was that part of the story correct?
Yes.
All right, now you tell me where I lied.
In your article.
Oh, in the article itself.
So the story
Wait.
out the article.
Okay, so first off, the athletic department had no idea about your article.
Okay.
So they were pissed off as well,
Okay.
not just my team. And so was a lot of other administration.
The story itself is true.
But the story that I told on the show was 100% factually true. Correct?
Semi.
Semi? All right, so this is your chance to tell the world your side of the story. Now, What did I say that kind of made you a little upset on the show last week?
One, you said I refused an interview. False.
First off,
Very false.
when I have a recorder in my hand and I go to you, would you like to refute this information that I'm about to say on the podcast? And you say, no.
I said I was working. I said I would, just not tonight. And I give you dates all week, and you can't get back to anybody, so.
Oh, no, this is getting deeper than we thought here. This is getting a little
Sure
deeper
is.
than we thought. All right, so what lesson can be learned here for our listeners?
You should check your phone and answer people.
That's just me personally.
Yeah. Like a half hour.
Exactly. Shannon got here at 6:30. We recorded this podcast. It's now 7:35. Shannon waited in the parking lot for about a half an hour. And I didn't even know that she was here. That's my fault. My phone was on silent.
So, yeah, I got here 10 minutes before the show, and I see Shannon still sitting in the parking lot. I wasn't sure if it was you or not. Your license plate says Shakes.
Yes, it sure does. Shakes
Where
is my
is that
nickname from 3rd grade.
Okay.
Good question. I don't know where it came from. My sister's friend made it up, but it's stuck ever since.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it's not like a softball
No, I mean
nickname,
everyone at softball does call me Shakes, but
Is it because you have the shakes?
no,
No?
it's not true.
All right,
Big
I
fan
don't
of
know.
milkshakes?
I'm not trying to
Love
spread rumors. I'm
milkshakes.
just asking questions.
Love milkshakes.
But
Together. Thank you.
so are you still
So
playing
I have
softball?
one.
What's going on with that?
Still am playing softball going into my senior year. Thank God someone didn't ruin that for me.
Yeah. So what position you play?
I play first.
First. What's your batting average?
Last year I finished with a 345.
Whoa!
batting average. I know.
Any home runs?
Yeah, I too.
2 homers?
Sure did.
No kidding.
Yep.
Damn. So are you trying to play for the Olympic team when that comes up, or what's
No,
going on?
My body is very old. After this season, I will be done.
What do you go to school for?
Social work.
What do you want to do?
I want to be a therapist for deaf people.
Wow, that's a pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty deep right there. I know. It's very intense.
How much schooling is that? That's not a bachelor's degree. That's definitely some grad school involved.
It
in
is. I will have, no, it's 1 year of grad school after. Then I'll be done.
What year are you? Are you a senior?
I'm going into my senior year.
Going
yeah.
into your senior. Have you applied to grad schools yet?
Not yet.
Do you have any idea where you want to go to grad school?
Albany, ideally.
Do you have 1 year of eligibility left once you go to grad school? Like, can you play softball
No,
then?
used them all.
So
Unless you were going to cancel my season at Hudson Valley, then I might have had another one. But
well, that would have been a blessing in disguise.
Another season where you reached 3rd in the nation?
no, we came in 2nd in our conference last year, but not gotten that far.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for coming in. I appreciate. How long is your ride to get in here, by the way?
Like a half an hour.
Like a half hour, and then
Yeah.
you
So
waited,
how about as long as you sat in the parking lot?
Exactly.
Yeah.
then you waited in
Thanks,
the
John.
parking lot for half an
Yeah.
hour. That's
Sure
my
did.
fault. And you go back to school on Sunday.
Sunday. Yeah.
Any big plans this week?
Gonna get my shit all packed up.
Watch the language. All right.
Wow.
This
I
is
didn't know
a,
this was PG-13.
this is a very
was rated R.
educational.
It's highly
sports-
debated, actually.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know, my mother listens to this.
Oh, sorry.
We're gonna edit
Kind of
that
like her now.
Yeah.
out. We're gonna edit the shit out of
Maybe
this.
onto something.
All right. All right. Well, thanks for coming in the studio, and you're welcome to come anytime.
Yeah. You're welcome, John.
All right. All right. With all that being said, we are going back to our world famous segment.
Now, who tweeted it? With your host, Drug.
Hello once again, Rated R Sports Fucks. We're back in the Twitterverse this week. In relation to the last Giants preseason game, in response to the OBJ hit, this is why I hate preseason. Bullshit. Was this A, Deshaun Jackson, B, Keenan Allen, or C, Jarvis Landry? Let's go guest host Ryan first.
I know the answer. C, Jarvis Landry.
Okay.
I was gonna go D, Max Niemeyer. But I mean, do you know the answer? I mean, is it?
know the answer.
No, I know
know.
the answer too.
Yeah, I know the
It was Jarvis. It was Jarvis.
Well, then yeah, I'm gonna go Jarvis Landry.
You went D, though.
Well, yeah, okay. I went
Okay,
D.
well, fuck that question. On to number 2.
Yeah. A little harder, please.
This is a fun one. Yo, at Chipotle tweets, please tell your employees to stop being stingy with the chicken. I'm over here saying triple chicken, please, with a laughing emoji. Was this A, LaMarcus Aldridge, B, DeAndre Jordan, or C, DeMarcus Cousins? Ryan.
Ooh, DeMarcus Cousins.
Okay. Boogie.
Going Aldridge.
Aldridge for Max. Okay.
Um,
Going with Longton.
it does sound like something Cousins would say, because that dude's a fucking idiot. He does say some crazy shit. I'm gonna go Cousins as well.
It does sound very Cousins-like, but is very Aldridge-like. Points to Max.
It
Doesn't sound like someone coming from a Popovich-run team.
Right.
Doesn't.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the guys need to be, you know.
I mean, didn't he
They
tell
need
him
to
to get
eat.
a little nasty?
You're right.
Greg Popio, bitch.
Pop yo, bitch.
Right. Number 3. Now, this is a Lil Dicky tweet. We're going to do something a little bit different here. I'm going to say who tweeted it, and you're going to guess who he's talking about. All right. Lil Dicky says, I just played ball with blank, and together we were a duo unlike the game has ever seen. Was this A, Kobe Bryant, B, Scottie Pippen, or C, Karl Malone? Ryan.
Gosh. What was A? What was
A was Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant. I'll go A. Kobe Bryant.
Okay.
Black.
Ryan says A.
I also feel like it might be the Black Mamba. I'm gonna go. Shit. I'm gonna go Black Mamba.
Okay. A, Kobe Bryant.
I'm gonna say Mailman, because I think Lil Dicky's kind of thinking that he's Stockton in this situation.
Okay, looks like we're all wrong here. It's B, Scottie Pippen.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, just think about it. The greatest dynamic duo was with Scottie Pippen.
Very true.
Yeah. Who was the other guy again?
It was Kobe Bryant, Karl Malone.
No. The other guy plays Scottie Pippen. Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Fuck. I give up. I don't really know. What's the next tweet?
Okay, one more. Just met. Okay, now this is in relation to the Seattle Seahawks had a bunch of celebrity guests at their training camp. Just met at Ice Cube and at Allen Iverson. One of the dopest days ever. Hashtag starstruck. Is this A, Eddie Lacy, B, Michael Bennett, or C, Doug Baldwin? Ryan.
A.
I'm gonna go Doug Baldwin, my boy last year.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Bennett.
I'm gonna go Bennett. Okay, winner is Ryan. Eddie Lacy.
Wow.
Lacy indeed.
Shit.
Okay, so finals right now. We have Max and Ryan tied at 2. Luckily, I have in my iPhone right here a tiebreaker tweet because I used the tiebreaker tweet before.
Oh wow, we learned from our mistakes from last time. You hear that? No
But
fucking
hey, I'm
ties
ready.
today,
Is that
fellas.
an improvement, John?
I think the show's actually kind of taking off now.
Growing legs?
We're growing something. I don't know. Maybe a pair of fucking balls. Druck.
Okay. Now, this is the tiebreaker tweet between Ryan and Max. Now, this is a quarterback theme one, okay? Watched the Ponies run at Del Mar yesterday with my teammates. Won some, lost some. Was this A, Aaron Rodgers, B, Drew Brees, or C, Tom Brady?
Oh, wow, that's a great question. I feel that being a Tom Brady quote.
Okay.
I feel like he's going to go out with his teammates and greatest Super Bowl quarterback, greatest quarterback of all
He
time.
knows how to party.
He's
Just
taking his team out.
Just ask Wes Welker. He
Yeah,
knows
he's
how to
taking
party.
his team out.
I'm sorry, Druck. Can you use that in a sentence?
Do you want me to repeat the tweet?
Yeah, I would like.
Okay. All right. Watched the Ponies run at Del Mar yesterday with my teammates. Won some, lost some.
I'm gonna go Aaron Rodgers.
Okay. Both of you guys fucking suck. It's Drew Brees. That was the
Jesus
tiebreaker. You
Christ.
both blew it. It's a tie,
So-
whether you fucking like it or not.
So we've had this segment twice now on the show, and both times it ended in a tie.
But I beat John this week.
You did beat John this
That's a
week.
small
No,
win. I'll
one
take
tie.
it. That's a win.
One tie, all tie. One tie, all tie.
I mean,
One
that
tie, all
wasn't.
tie.
I mean, I feel like a winner.
All right. So we need to go back to the drawing board with this thing. Hey guys, go ahead, Ryan.
No, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
If it's breaking news, you gotta.
It is breaking news, John.
Uh-oh.
I have
But-
breaking news
but
into
br-
the Rated R podcast right now.
You know this is not live. We're gonna release it like sometime tomorrow. But go ahead.
That's fine.
I'm sorry. The suspense is on. The suspense is on. I want to know what this breaking news is.
Oh,
Ryan.
Jesus God. Right.
The Cleveland Cavaliers have traded Kyrie Irving to the Celtics for Isaiah Thomas, Jay
What the
Crowder, and a
fuck?
first-round
Oh, my God.
pick. It is official.
Wow. Has the balance of power shifted, guys?
LeBron James has just been broken up with officially. I love it.
Wow. You know, I knew I brought you to the studio for a goddamn reason, Ryan Noel, and you're fucking proving it right
Sources are texting me right now.
This is Woj. This is our Woj right here.
now. Wow.
He's over here getting sources. I've been staring at the same 10 steak dinners perfect for weeknights since we started recording.
Wow. Who should be on the show? Who should not?
Thoughts?
big
Jesus
news.
Christ.
Thoughts
big
right
news.
here?
Amazing.
I
steal
think
for the
that
Cavs.
Kyrie
Oh, yeah.
is going to be happier that he's not, taking a backseat to LeBron, because I think that's the perception that he gave everybody as to why he was not happy in his current situation in Cleveland.
Druck, who's the bigger winner here, Isaiah or Kyrie?
I would say Isaiah is the bigger winner.
I'd say
for
Isaiah
sure.
as well.
He won LeBron.
Yeah, he won LeBron, and
For a year.
he's not going to be carrying the team on his back like he was in Boston.
At the
before.
same time, I mean, this is what Kyrie wanted, though, right?
It is what Kyrie wanted.
So
Absolutely.
who takes the East next year?
Who takes the East? I still say the Cavs. I'm not going to just anoint the Boston Celtics.
I thought the
new
Celtics were going to
champions
have
just
it.
because they have Kyrie Irving.
I thought the Celtics were going to take it with the animosity between Kyrie and LeBron. Now I'm going back to the Cavs. I think the Cavs are going to take it again.
I'm just saying, the built-in playoff experience of LeBron is just going to trump over anything that the Celtics
LeBron
do.
is coming off some of the best stats of his
He is.
entire career last
Say
year.
what you will and hate as much as you want on LeBron, but he knows when to turn it on like nobody else in the game.
Absolutely.
I think that this will just push the series 2 more games. Last year the series went to 5. Now it'll go to 7.
Right. It's no doubt it's going to be
I think
more
it's still going to be the
competitive.
Cavs, and I think the Warriors are still going to win the fucking title. And I think no one's going to watch fucking basketball until maybe the Eastern Conference Finals and the Western Conference Finals. The rich keep getting fucking richer,
I mean,
and the
as
Knicks
per
still keep
usual.
shit in the fucking bed. Bullshit.
This is a great short-term victory for the Cavaliers. I think this sucks for Isaiah Thomas because LeBron's leaving after this upcoming season. And
Where's he going?
where's he going?
It looks like
LA,
LA
Probably going,
Lakers.
probably going LA. Who knows? But this it's unfortunate for Isaiah. I do think he'll get further with the Cavs this year, but then he's going to be sitting in Cleveland by himself after the season, and it's kind of a bummer. But interesting trade nonetheless. Cavs get the first pick. Jay Crowder's a great perimeter defender. They didn't really have great perimeter defense.
Jay Crowder went to the
Crowder's in
Cavaliers?
the deal, yeah, he's
Wow.
on the Cavs. Kevin Love's terrible
great
on
off the
defense,
bench.
so they got a great defender. I think Isaiah is a more all-around point guard for his short size. I think he brings a little bit more of the defensive end. So I think the Cavs win this year, but boy, we'll see what. Well, yeah, Kyrie. I don't know. It's hard to say that. I mean, Kyrie's an animal, but he doesn't play much defense.
Yeah, it's true.
He doesn't play much defense.
And was it said that Isaiah want to be the face of a franchise too, like Kyrie is? Because if he's not, if he's willing to just buy into the Cavaliers system, I think it will be a better overall situation for him.
I think Ryan brings up a very good point that if LeBron does leave, then Isaiah loses out big time. I mean, what else is left? What else is left there? Now Kyrie's gone. LeBron leaves. What's there?
I mean, you saw just like, the tumbleweed last time he left. I think the face of their franchise last time he left was they were left with like Antoine Jameson and a bunch of draft picks, and they just had to start from the ground up. And I want to say it won't be exactly like that because the supporting cast that's around LeBron right now is just significantly better than when he was there back in like 2000. What was that? 2007. That's around that time frame. Yeah.
Let me ask you guys this: is it worth, in the long-term scheme of things, is it worth LeBron to go to your franchise for 3 or 4 years and give your team that championship lift just to fucking destroy what's there? Like you look at the Heat right now. The Heat are shit. You look at the Cavs the first time. The Cavs are shit.
Yeah.
The Cavs are going to be shit again. I'm sure he's going to fuck up the LA's nucleus that they have going on right now. LA, they're I'm saying 3 years away. You bring in LeBron, but they're going to have to get rid of some of those pieces for LeBron to go for 2 years here. I don't know if LeBron going to all these teams is good for the league and good for these franchises. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know if you can really put that fully on LeBron. I mean, LeBron, maybe he's that good. It does give him that lift. It wasn't just him that left Miami. I mean, Dwayne Wade has since left.
Well, Dwayne never got paid. That's what he left with a bad taste in his mouth. They never gave him money.
Bosh had to retire.
But I don't know. I don't know if I like. Did you guys hear that? Blake Griffin said that he heard that LeBron might be going to the Knicks.
Yes, I did.
Ryan's
bullshit.
a big Knicks fan over there. Ryan, would you want LeBron to go to the Knicks for 2 years? And just, well, I mean, the Knicks have nothing going on anyway.
So that's the thing. You know, I remember my best friend and my college roommate Chris Lagatuda and I were driving back from college, Arizona State, back to Albany for the decision, and we had Chris's dad on the phone and on speaker with ESPN and trying to listen. And when he went to Miami, I was heartbroken. And after that, you know, he wins in Miami, wins in Cleveland, and now it just feels like, you know, I don't want him to come here and give us a pity championship, but at the same time, it's like, shit, I guess I'll take a championship if that's what we can get.
You'll take a championship.
I'll take a championship, but you know, it almost feels like, you know, he went and did his thing, and now it's just like, you know. So I'm indifferent on it, but how can I argue having, you know, I am a LeBron hater, but how can I argue, you know, arguably one of the greatest basketball players of all time to come to my favorite team and bring us a championship that could potentially be, you know, one of the only ones we see in my lifetime for how terribly run this organization is. But one thing I wanted to correct something that I said before. So Isaiah is an unrestricted free agent after this season, so he could just be one and done in Cleveland this year as well.
I mean, that'd be good for
That's a good
Boston.
point.
It's like a kind of a rental player type thing, like happens in baseball. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You go somewhere free. It's like Chapman last year was a rental player for the Cubs, and he went right back to the Yankees. So maybe he will go right back to the Celtics. And if he does, you know, you pair Kyrie and Isaiah together. I mean, it's 2 point guards, but still, they got to have some type of cohesiveness, and maybe they can make a run on their own.
So you can keep a strong point guard on the court at all times, running the offense, running the team itself. But, you know, I mean, I don't see the chemistry between the two of them.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's all gearing towards small ball anyway, so I'm sure they can one play the shooting guard, the other play point. But,
Can I say that I don't think that there's any chance whatsoever that LeBron James will go to the New York Knicks? And that's because I don't think that I think his people, the people that are his agents, are just too smart and would never let him.
He already had that opportunity.
A decision like that before.
I don't think he's
ever again.
I don't think he's going now.
Right.
LeBron may never go to the Knicks, but I may become a Knicks fan.
Oh, Ryan, I don't know if you know this, but Max doesn't necessarily have a basketball team.
I'm a LeBron follower,
and
I am one of those.
But tell him where the line is for you.
The line is I will not follow him to L.A.
Interesting.
I won't do it. I won't be an L.A. fan.
Even if it's Clippers or Lakers.
I'm L.A. in general. All the talk about going to the Lakers is what really has me thinking about it, and I'm kind of tired of chasing him around. You know what I mean? Like, he's one of the greatest players to ever play the game. He may finish as the greatest player to ever play the game. Nobody is ever going to surpass Michael in my eyes. The games that I watched as a kid, there's magic happened.
Max, may I ask you, in some sort of fucked up universe, what if LeBron ever went to the Sacramento Kings?
A couple of years ago, I would be a Sacramento Kings fan.
Okay.
So are you
I
saying?
wasn't sure it was a California.
Are you saying any team that he?
Bias.
Are you done with LeBron after the Cavs?
I kind of think I may be done following LeBron. I'm kind of over it, man. I'm tired of it.
You're tired of picking up your things and moving to new cities.
Just keeps
Exactly,
moving.
man.
It's like a
Keep
dad that
moving.
just keeps getting a new job, and you're moving from school to school to school, and you've had it.
Yeah,
You're just like, I'm going to move in with Jimmy's mom and dad.
That you like it here in Cleveland. Maybe you just stay
You know
a
what?
Cavs fan.
Jimmy's mom and dad have MSG, and the Knicks games are on every fucking night.
This is what I was pitching to you.
You sold me a little bit.
If you have the opportunity to like a team and the games are on in your own house and you don't have to go anywhere, you don't have to go to a bar. Like I'm a Red Sox fan. I want to go watch a Red Sox game. I got to go to a fucking sports bar. I called up Time Warner or Spectrum, whatever the fuck these assholes are calling themselves nowadays. I call them up and say, hey, listen, I want the Red Sox channel. They said, oh, by the way, you need to get every channel. I don't want every channel. I just want the fucking Red Sox. What the hell do I need to order every goddamn team for?
It's a package.
A sports package.
It's bullshit. It's bullshit. It actually is now moving towards that whole a la carte type deal, but it's highway fucking robbery that I want to watch a Red Sox game. Who we're 2.5 hours from Boston and 2.5 hours from New York City. They give me SNY and Yes and MSG and all these other fucking networks when all you got to do is just slide over Nesson and I can totally watch the Red Sox for free. No, it doesn't happen. Why? Fucking greed.
It's all money, man. It's
Illegal sports streams.
It's always money.
Well, obviously, I got this cool site that I use now. It's
From Peru.
it's actually from the UK.
Okay.
And it's probably getting shut down right now because we have so many people listening to this podcast, so many followers.
I have breaking news, guys.
How are we breaking news on a fucking podcast?
It's
I
breaking
just-
news
Listen,
to me.
we are
Oh my God.
currently filming on a Tuesday, and just hot off the press, John Jones has
8:30.
tested positive for steroids after UFC 214.
Again?
Stripped of the light heavyweight championship.
Are you fucking kidding me?
John
What the hell
Bones
is wrong with
Jones.
this motherfucker?
Wow.
Seriously.
What is going on in
Does this dude ever fucking learn? Are they that fucking stupid?
That honestly hurts me. That hurts me, man. Like, I like John Jones. I believed in John Jones. I bought in.
I wanted to see him fight Brock Lesnar.
He was a beast, you know?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
You know, he may
Shit
beat
like that's gonna
Cormier's
kill that
ass
sport.
all the time, but I think Cormier is a better champion. He represents the UFC better, even though obviously he's a lesser than fighter. Than
Dude, the
John
UFC
Jones.
10 years ago was way better than the UFC is now today.
I agree with you. I'm
Yo,
not
Chuck
a big
Liddell
UFC fan
would
anymore.
fight fucking anyone, anytime.
Love
Now
Chuck
it's all
legit.
about the money. It's all about the big name fights. And then they're failing fucking drug tests.
Chuck Liddell, Randy Couture was that hot fucking ticket.
Yeah.
And these kids today, they don't know anything about it. They got their Conor
Iceman.
McGregors. They got their
Conor McGregor's a beast. The only
Well, I
thing
Jimmy
think Conor McGregor
Jackoffs.
would fight anybody.
What?
I think Conor McGregor is kind of like a Chuck Liddell and would fight anybody.
I mean, he's
to be
fun.
Fight
He's
Mayweather.
entertaining, and I will say I very much enjoy his press conferences and his interviews. But I don't think that, to me personally, and it's all subjective, I think that UFC was better. 10 years
two-part
ago.
question, Druck. So you're not interested at all. Who would you like to see win the McGregor-Mayweather fight?
Good question. You know, I would like to see Conor win. I would like to see Conor win because I think it would be really fun for the UFC and for boxing. I think there would be renewed interest in both sports if he is to win. And on top of that, too,
If McGregor wins, you think it's good for boxing?
yeah, I do, because like then they can plug in McGregor for big fights, and he can still keep killing it for both industries.
I'm not sure
Think
I see
about that.
McGregor boxing after this. This is
I don't either. John, if
But
you
I
could...
mean, don't get me wrong. I think he can get another payday out of it if he is to win, for sure. Another like 2 or 3 paydays.
What, another old...
Match.
Yeah,
There's always the rematch for twice the money, right? That's what they do in boxing.
right.
Fucking bullshit. And is another, like, ex-retired is Klitschko coming out to fight McGregor next if he wins, or what's happening?
Klitschko's retired. He retired like last week.
Yeah,
and,
and
he's like 50, 60
last I
pounds
checked-
more than McGregor.
last I checked, Mayweather's retired too.
Yeah, I don't see it. I don't see Klitschko going in. That'd have to be like a Pride fight. Do you remember Pride fighting?
Absolutely.
It'd be like a big 500 guy against a 150-pound guy. It'd be the caliber of that.
Didn't now I'm gonna fucking forget his name.
Bob Sapp?
Yokozuna.
No,
Not Yokozuna.
not Yokozuna.
Are you talking about Bob Sapp, maybe?
No,
Mirko Krokop?
nope. Wrestler, UFC, Pride
Lesnar?
fighting. Not
Ken
Brock-
Shamrock.
Ken Shamrock.
Okay.
He was a Pride fighter. That's where I was going with that, and I dropped the ball on the name. But I
Ken
was going with
Shamrock was fun.
He fought like everything, didn't he?
Yeah, he
was
used to
awesome.
fight back
He was a beast too.
back in the Gracie era UFC.
Exactly.
Yup, that where it was all BJJ for the most part.
Yes.
And
Pre-Dana White era.
The Gracie brothers fought in their little gis,
Yup.
and they would just tie people up and just make them tap out.
Were there any rules back then at
There,
all?
it was much looser rules,
Bare
and there
knuckles?
was there were just there was some bare knuckle guys, kind of like Tank Abbott, And
Abbott.
hell of a fucking name,
That's
right?
a name. Yeah, that brings me back.
Tank Abbott, Dan Severn.
Yup.
He fought with the gloves though too. But there was just real like badass dudes that you wouldn't want to fuck with in a bar that was in the UFC back in the day. And that's what was kind of cool about it. It's more structured now. Back in the day, it was more like no holds barred, unpredictable.
Yeah, back in the day, it was more dangerous though. There was way more crazy rules, and there was way more injuries, and there was more blood and fucking gore.
Right.
Back in the day, it was like Gladiator.
Yeah, it had an underground appeal to it too, because it couldn't be mainstream because of how extreme it was.
Exactly. It needed structure
Yeah.
to bring it to where it is now. And I believe in the structure, but there's a certain point where the structure oversteps the bounds and the money comes first and the fights come second.
Sure,
and then we all
when
lose.
they water down
We
the
all
product.
lose.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Well, that's the world we live in.
It is the world we live in. It's like the inevitable
corporate-
with almost any sort of media or sport that you're interested in.
Yeah.
It sucks.
It does. It kind of goes back to what I was talking about with the whole fucking game provider shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything is there's a dollar. Everything has a price per se. You know what I'm saying?
Roger Goodell's ruining the NFL, in my opinion.
And he just signed an extension. Scumbag piece of shit.
What's that about?
He's there till 2024 or
$33 million a year.
33% approval rating.
I think right now he's making $43 million, right? Jesus. Yeah, seriously.
Wow.
$43 million. And to be honest, what does he do that gives him $43 fucking million a year?
That generating money for the owners. It's all money. It's all greed, man.
He gets a paycheck every time somebody dances.
Hold on,
It's a
time the
fucking
fuck out.
it's
No,
a
here's
cash
the deal.
grab.
The NFL is such a great organization. It runs itself. Are you telling me that you need to pay somebody $43 million a fucking year
to be a glorified figurehead,
to cross
to
T's
exploit
and dot
it.
I's?
Yeah,
I mentioned this before.
$43 million though. You can give somebody you can give somebody $15 an hour
the
to do that
players
shit.
get chump change compared to that shit, and they're getting fucking head injuries. Don't get me hot about this.
Yeah.
I mean, we're all hot right now.
Yeah.
So the game, yeah, it's hot as fucking here.
It's
Let's
hot.
be
It
honest.
It is hot as
In this
fucking
son
here,
of a
too.
bitch.
On top of everything.
I think they're trying to sweat us out of here, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, that brings me to my point, though. Like, the games overseas, is that necessary? Does anyone like that? I think I've mentioned this before. How about fucking preseason?
They're reaching, man. They're reaching with
How
those
about
overseas
preseason?
games.
Do fans enjoy preseason? No.
Preseason is a necessity.
no.
No,
Do
no, no, let me
players
cut you
enjoy
off there.
preseason?
Max,
no.
let me cut you the fuck off there. Preseason is a necessity for, if you're going to start a roster with 100 players at the start of preseason, you need more than 2 games to figure out who the fuck you got on your roster.
That's true.
That
That's
is for
true.
that is for the players and the coaches and the owners.
Remember,
it's not for the fans at all.
And that's why you got all your 3rd, 4th, 5th string depth chart guys playing. You got your starters playing for a couple series and
Right.
a quarter. And
Well, that brings
what
me
happens
to
when like Odell goes down in a preseason game?
I mean, injuries. Listen, I'm a huge Giants fan. The hit was so scary, real time. I thought it was 100% ACL, MCL, something. After a couple replays, it didn't look as bad, and now he maybe has an ankle sprain, so he got lucky. But injuries are going to happen, man. I roll my ankle when I walk down the sidewalk. 50% of the time I'm walking down the sidewalk.
I hear
it's
that.
football. It's a contact
Sure.
sport. It's going to happen, and you just got to live with it. And next man up.
And that kind of brings me back to what I was talking about last week. Why the fuck would you have a fantasy football draft before week 2 of the fucking preseasons even played? Druckman!
I thought we put this away, man.
No! We did not.
We're bringing it back.
We're bringing it
Bringing
back.
it back?
I
Bringing
hope
it back.
that one of your players gets hurt so fucking bad
Did
it's
any
unreal.
of your players get hurt?
No.
No, then shut the fuck up.
Did any of your players get hurt, Truck?
No, they did not.
All right.
Oh, so you're very loud and vocal.
Well, in one of my leagues, Jordan Matthews got hurt, but it wasn't my draft. It was somebody else's draft.
I bet you the Odell owner was very nervous last night.
Yeah, right.
Or
Oh,
this
he
morning.
was.
You know,
Because I doubt he watched the fucking
I'm
game.
not,
but-
I'm not trying to put you on the blast so much, but I think Max, he does it right with his league.
Labor Day weekend, boys.
Hey, listen,
Labor Day
I'm a
weekend.
second-year commissioner.
Can we? All right. Well, I tried having a
Ryan, you're a
conversation
big
with you.
I
fantasy
think
guy,
I do
right?
a pretty good fucking job.
Ryan's
how
in
do you, How do
town.
you run your draft?
Ryan's in town because of fantasy.
I'm
so
in town. I flew back to Albany for our fantasy football draft, and so we had it on the 20th, 2 days
The
ago.
level of importance.
And for us, I was added to the league about 5 years ago. This league has been going on for 20 years. Like my friends were in 4th and 5th grade.
Wow.
They were waiting for the papers to come out on Monday after the games to do their scoring of their
Legacy.
teams. And yeah, so and they just so happen to be really good friends of mine. So it's a well-oiled machine at this point, and I'm very lucky to be a part of it. Again, also being good friends of mine. We do it this time of year because it's usually the best time of year all of us can get back. Why we still go into the basement of our friend's parents' house where we used to party when we were in high school, I don't know, but that's just what we do. We all fly back to this little town, Voorheesville, New York, and we go in our friend's basement and we get after it.
I mean, you guys are coming from all over the country at this point.
Yeah. I mean, me and the two guys live in Denver. The other guys live in New York City. There's a guy in D.C. So yeah, we're all coming back for it. We're all in there, committed.
Yeah, listen up, Mama Boucher fantasy foosball players. That's commitment, okay? No weddings, no anniversaries, no birthdays, no I got sick and I got to go to the hospital. It's draft day. You know when it's coming. It's Labor Day weekend. You clear your fucking schedule, you get your shit together, and you show up.
Listen, Druck Dynasty assholes. Did you hear what Ryan just said? Yeah, that's commitment. So we're all going to get together, and we're all just going to come to a reasonable time where we can all meet, okay?
Yeah,
that's when we'll
like 2 months before, 2 months before, the league starts.
Yeah, I'm in Max's league, and I think it's one of the best days of the year. We go grill out at Liam's
Drafts
house.
giving.
Exactly. It's amazing. It's
like a potluck dinner with a fantasy football draft. Drafts giving. Boom together.
Wow. All this is a bunch of dudes sitting in a room scratching each other and talking shit.
The anxiety level is rolling very high.
2018 Druck Dynasty Draft is going to have a potluck, guys, so make sure you bring a
get your notebook out, Druck. Get your notebook out. We are now
bring
going
a meal
into
of your choice.
Our 7th or 8th year, I believe. It is the 5th year of the trophy, which really matters. That's what brings the people to the table. Everybody wants their hands on that shiny gold trophy. John, you've drank out of the trophy, correct?
We were at Hooters at one day.
We were at Hooters. We were all drinking out of the top of the trophy. That's right.
You made the trophy, right?
I did make the trophy.
It's made out of. Let me jog my memory, but it's made of a paint can.
Correct.
It's made out of a wooden block.
Correct.
It's made out
of 2
wooden
blocks.
It's made out of
They're actually Martha Stewart. I don't even fucking know. I think they're like decorative blocks for like a hand railing for like a staircase.
It could have just stopped at Martha Stewart.
It's got some sort of pole.
I believe it's
pipe?
like 2.5-inch EMT conduit. Yup.
And what am I missing?
The
plaque
mud
itself.
bucket, the plank. No, there's the mud bucket, the trough, which is the base of it.
Yes.
All of that is spray painted gold. We'll put a picture on the website. We'll put the picture on the website, and then I also have an engraved plaque with the league and all of the past winners with the year that they've previously won on the front of it. There's enough room for 15 more years on this plaque alone. There's a backside. We can grow from there. I would like to see this passed along.
So like the Stanley Cup, more or less.
Exactly, like the Stanley Cup.
So, Max, we have this cocksucker in our league that won the league 2 years in a row and then quit.
Yes.
Who is this?
Yes.
Gravy
Sauce.
Gravy Sauce. Better known as... I don't know. Should I call him out?
Of course. Yeah, let's go. Greg Herzog. What's
up? He won
the
league 2 years in a row and then like, no, guys, I can't do it anymore.
He won back-to-back years. He also won in another league. He was playing 2 leagues. He won both leagues in the same year, and then he quit cold turkey. Said life was too busy. He didn't have time for fantasy football. Gave me this whole spiel of bullshit. And it's not fair. I mean, it's really not fair. I won last year, and I was jaded because it wasn't like I didn't get an opportunity to win the trophy against it's like if the fucking Patriots decided not to play this year.
Well, you want to be the best, you got to beat the best.
You got to beat the best.
You got to beat the best.
Yeah.
And the best just wasn't there. What I'm saying is, this guy says he doesn't have enough time. Would you stop pooping? Huh?
Yeah.
That's when all my fantasy tractions go down.
Stinker tinker time.
You know what I'm saying? Who looks at the fantasy when they're not on the toilet? Nerds?
Yeah.
That's not the mark of a true champion. A true champion defends his title.
Exactly. Well, he's back. He has decided to come back this year, and reclaim his stake.
He is back.
He is
And
back.
He's back,
I'm
huh?
very excited. I want to beat him so bad, and I can't have him beating me. It'll just hurt my ego.
He's a
My
strong team.
blood is boiling just hearing about.
Well, it's because we're
Not
so
even
hot
in
in
the
this
league.
fucking studio right now.
Yeah, it is very hot in the studio.
It's so hot in this goddamn
I've based
studio.
my league
Bring
off
this
of any
back.
time a player decides to leave the league, I replace him with somebody that's stronger. I feel that a strong league is built. I see you flexing over there. Sounds like you're getting
Just
anxious.
a little audition.
What do you want to
Yeah,
join our
I
league?
see that.
You want to join our league?
I see that.
Just consider me for next year.
I mean, there's
you know what I
again.
bring to the
This
table.
brings
We'll
us
get you
back
in the
to a point
combine.
we
We'll
had
get your
before.
numbers.
I feel like the league is strong if it's filled with strong players. I don't want a weak team in the league that's not going to carry their own.
Let
They're
me
gonna,
tell you
I
something.
mean, play the fucking team on a bye. I mean, get that bullshit out of here. There's no place in my league for that.
All right, enough of that shit. How was your guys' weekend? Druck, how was your weekend, bro?
My weekend was awesome. On Friday, me and one of my buddies went to Brooklyn to see a live podcast. It is
A
the
live
We-
podcast.
yeah,
The
a live
rival
podcast.
podcast?
Wait, yeah.
Is not of our genre as the We Watch Wrestling podcast. It's 3 stand-up comedians that watch wrestling, and they're just really funny and entertaining.
Who are the
very
comedians?
engaging. Matt McCarthy, who's actually on Conan O'Brien quite a bit.
Okay.
We got Vince Averill and Tom Sibley. They're a little bit lesser known, but they're still hilarious and awesome. Tom Sibley's been on a lot of Tide commercials, so I guess that's his claim to
Yeah,
fame.
there you go. Shout out to Tide.
Yeah,
Keeping it
that's-
clean, I guess, right? Clean jokes or
Yeah. Well, it was a great weekend. SummerSlam was in Brooklyn, so there was a lot of fans out there, a lot of fanfare all over the place. Unfortunately, I did not go to either of the shows the WWE hosted at the Barclays Center, but
SummerSlam's still a thing.
SummerSlam's still a thing. I'm actually saving my money for WrestleMania, so we decided not to go to SummerSlam
Oh,
for a bit. Yeah.
God forbid. Yeah,
so,
there you go.
Max, do you watch wrestling?
No.
No. I used to watch wrestling all the time with fucking Ryan growing up. His dad used to order the pay-per-view, and we used to go fucking nuts.
Well, we had the black box.
The
That's
black box.
right.
Everybody
Okay.
used to get the black box back
So
in
you
the
got
day.
all the pay-per-views for free?
The black box. Yeah, me, him, and his dad used to go ape shit over these fucking pay-per-views back in the day.
Went to the second ever SmackDown at the
Really?
Pepsi Arena.
Was that the one when Stone Cold brought the beer truck?
beer
and-
truck out and spray? Or it was a
That was actually on a Monday Night Raw.
That's
I'm
like
not
one of the
sure.
wasn't
greatest
it then. It was a
scenes.
buried alive match, is what it was.
Oh, okay.
And then I went to No Mercy. That was here.
That's the one where Kishi versus Austin.
That was it.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah, and I'll catch myself on YouTube going back to 99, 2001 rock videos. It's just like a lump in my throat, just going, oh, I mean, those are the greatest days.
Yeah, they were great days.
An
I mean,
Attitude Era completely changed television. It was so fucking fun. So
it is
entertaining.
a lot of fun. It's still entertaining in its own way. You just kind of have to get past some of the sophomoric humor and the lame storylines.
You
that
want
come
to
time
know an
time.
interesting point? My old landlord is actually the man behind bringing all those WWE events to the Capital Region.
Really?
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
since when? Since like the 80s?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Are you familiar with? We're all Albany guys here around here, except for Ryan. Are you familiar with Andy's?
Andy
Andy
Sports,
Sports
Bar.
Bar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. He used to own that bar before. He's the one that sold it to Andy's, or Andy, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
He is the man behind all that. He used to own that bar. I believe it was.
So how did he get the people up here? What happened?
He was the promoter for the WWE. He's the one that like brought all the big fights to the area. And
well,
used to,
it was
like,
the
host them all.
WWF back then.
WWF.
Yeah,
I'm
so he
sorry.
was-
Jesus Christ.
Let's be correct here when we're speaking about it.
In the golden era. Yeah, no, he was the man behind all that, dude. The Knickerbocker days.
I wonder if he brokered 1992. They brought the Royal Rumble, and that's when Ric Flair, we talked about last week, won his first WWF championship right here in Albany, New York.
Really? I had no
Real
idea.
fun fact.
Wow.
So did I tell you guys my last WWE experience? I'm not a wrestling guy. I used to watch it with Ryan a lot growing up as a kid, but I kind of like geared away from it. But I don't even know how this happened, but I had an opportunity to be a seat filler for a WWE match. And what a seat filler is you sit like kind of near the stage, And if somebody goes up to go to the bathroom, what they do is if it's an on-camera shot,
You hand him a chair.
no, you sit down in a seat and you fill it so it looks like it's a packed stadium or a packed arena or a packed whatever.
And when the ref looks away, you hand him a chair.
I wish. It would have been a lot more awesome night than what happened. So basically, I was used once, and they brought me into these seats. They point out, they give you this stupid fucking wristband that anybody can get, and they're like, if anybody has any questions, just tell them you work for the WWE, and you know that'll settle everything. I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. So they point me a seat to sit down.
How old are you?
This was recently. This is probably like 5-6 years ago.
I was at the same event. I was watching John do this.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, they point out a seat for me to go to. It was like 2 rows in, and people were like, "You can't sit there! You can't sit there! Those aren't your seats!" And I'm like, "No, it's cool. I work for the WWE," and I'm pointing at my fucking wristband, which is not doing shit. They don't fucking believe me. And then here comes Mama Bear and her kid, ready to kill me. I'm sitting in their seats. Get the fuck out of my seat! Like everyone wanted to kill me, and I was just doing my quote unquote job. And that's when I quit for the rest of the night. I'm like,
John,
you know
let
what?
me
Fuck this.
let me bring this to my next point. The fans get very, very intense. A lot of them feel entitled too. Like we were staying at this nice Brooklyn hotel. Right across the street was the Holiday Inn where all the talent stayed. And you go outside at any hour of the day. There's a line of fans just waiting for the talent to walk out of the hotel. Now, I have a real problem with that. You know, like they have the right to their own privacy. Like, can't these fans just get a life? And I'm not just talking about wrestling either. I'm talking about in all walks of life. If you're talking about sports figures that are coming out or actors or actresses, like just leave them the fuck alone. They're people too.
Are you kind of preemptively saying that for when we're famous and you want to get left alone?
Yes. Yeah. So take this into effect, guys.
What are the sisters'
Unless you're
names?
brunette, about 5'6".
No, not those bitches. What's the wrestling sisters' names?
The Bella Twins.
The Bella?
The Bella Twins?
Bella Twins. Yeah,
They're
that's
the ones
it.
with
The Bellas.
reality
Great
shows.
subs.
Yeah. They're, I saw a video recently. Some chick was carrying, I think it was one of the Bella Twins or whatever, and this little kid reaches out and smacks her on the ass. Did you guys see that video?
Oh, I did see that.
Yes. I don't know. That wasn't one of the Bella Twins. That was.
I'd crown that kid too.
Kid's got some stones.
Hell yeah.
Great kid.
Oh, I think that was Sasha Banks, but
Wish that was
whatever.
my
It's
kid.
semantics.
Another
It doesn't matter.
smoke show wrestler.
Yeah,
chick,
yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
Great kid.
Yeah, absolutely. Great booty.
So, that was your weekend. You went down to Brooklyn. You did this.
Went Brooklyn. Went to the show. Ate great food. Had my first Shake Shack experience. That was delicious
Oh, shit.
burger. I think it was a lot better than Five Guys personally, but
Okay.
I need to complete the holy trinity between Shake Shack, Fat Burger, and In-N-Out Burger.
In-N-Out.
I still have never
In-N-Out
had
is
In-N-Out
what I
burger.
need
Right,
to
you
try.
You've never had In-N-Out?
Is it the real deal?
It's good. You know, their whole thing is never frozen. They cut their potatoes in house.
Well, so is Wendy's Never Frozen as well.
Shake Shack has
Wendy's
that same.
gets me
Wendy's
good
is
too.
fucking
I love
frozen.
Wendy's. Dave's Double is just the fire.
I had
Get back
Wendy's
to In-N-Out,
today.
Ryan.
Yeah,
I had Wendy's
In-N-Out's good,
today.
man. It's good. It's I went to Arizona State, so I had one 3 blocks from my apartment. I would take Whataburger over.
Oh,
In-N-Out
Whataburger.
all
That's
day.
another one too.
In-N-Out is
Yeah.
nice, man. They keep their menu short. They do a few things really good, and they
You
stick
also
to
got,
it.
You got the secret menu where you can throw animal style. shit
Animal
and everything.
style, yeah.
I always go
Unleash
3 by
the
3,
secret.
which is 3 patties, 3 cheese,
Unleash the
animal
fury.
style fries. So yeah, it's good.
All right.
Yeah.
I've never been to Whataburger or Juicy, I've been to Juicy Burger or.
I'm
In-N-Out
sorry
Burger.
you've been to Juicy Burger,
Yeah.
John.
I
Juicy
don't think
Burger's
I ever
actually
want to
good.
go to Whataburger, but I've never heard of that.
Wada, whatever, guys.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I mean,
I've never heard of either.
John, what the fuck do you do this weekend?
What did I do this weekend?
Like
I'm blanking. Oh, Friday night I had a. This is funny. Friday night I had a surprise 50th birthday party.
Oh shit!
Another one, right?
Yeah, Jesus Christ!
Who
dude.
is this for?
You got somebody's birthday like every
For my-
single week.
Sunday I also went to my cousin Ashton's birthday party.
Damn.
6th birthday. But Saturday, Max.
Saturday.
Saturday is where it's at.
What happened Saturday?
What did we do on Saturday?
It
It was the grand opening.
It was the grand opening. Yeah, that's right. Saturday, I dried out from my Friday soaking wet Boomer Open, at the Albany Municipal Capitol Hills course.
Yeah, you were soaked that day.
Fucking
huh?
soaked, dude. Yeah, you ever teed off and played like 10, 11 holes in straight downpour?
I have. I used to be on a league, and when you're in a league, you need to get the holes in. Otherwise, you just get charged for the holes and you don't play. So these guys are fucking crazy. They want to get the holes in.
Oh, this was bullshit, dude. Listen, I've taken a shower from time to time. I've jumped in a pool. I've even gone fucking swimming with my clothes on. I've never been as fucking wet as I was Friday. Like ridiculous. It got to the point.
That's what she said.
Well, that being said, there were also free beers there, right?
Oh, well, yeah, we were fucking hammering those.
You got liquored up though, right?
For sure.
All right.
For
so
sure.
what
Dude, they had a
what are you complaining
John
about?
Daly signed with certificate photo. I wanted it so fucking
my
bad.
This is at the auction.
At the auction.
Now, what benefit were you?
Rip it
was
in,
it like a
rip it.
benefit you were golfing?
It
in?
was the Albany Firefighters Boomer Open. It was my first year experiencing it. It's supposedly one of the best ones around.
That was at Capitol Hills, you said, right?
It was at Capitol Hills. I had a lot of fun. It was, like I said, we got fucking rained out, basically. But we continued to play because, I don't know if it was one of my teammates had a few beers and thought that if we continued to play and we were the last ones to still be out there, that we might win.
It's
It's terrible logic. You're not it's not what happened.
You should get the Iron Man trophy.
Exactly. There should have been an Iron Man trophy. There wasn't an Iron Man trophy. And also, we weren't the last ones out there because I fucking called it. We you're chipping balls out of puddles into puddles. The entire green was under an inch of water. We were swinging putters like fucking sledgehammers as hard as you can. They're going like 5 feet and stopping, like completely underwater. I'm not even exaggerating. The green was completely underwater.
So that's when you take the initiative and you lie on your scorecard and you win the fucking tournament. Max.
Yeah,
I
said this.
And did you guys win the tournament?
No, they forfeited the whole tournament and they did a random fucking. They pulled the numbers for the tickets.
They had a raffle.
They had the
is
raffle.
What you're trying to say?
Yeah, they pulled the fucking raffle tickets and they handed out first prize and second prize money.
Right.
Or I don't even know if there was second prize.
This is bullshit.
Money. All I know is anyone's
bullshit.
shit. I got a
All right,
Guinness
what about Sunday?
t-shirt.
What you do
That was
Sunday?
it.
Let's.
Sunday. Well, you're skipping Saturday. I mean,
No,
dried out.
we had a joint Saturday, which is leading us to our next segment on the show. But I want to hear about your Sunday.
Mystery. Sunday? What the fuck did I do Sunday?
Let's keep it that.
And as we said, Max and I kind of spent Saturday together, where we took the show on the road.
What? Sick invite, bro. What the fuck was I?
Are you upset?
Yeah, I'm upset.
Do you want to talk about it?
I do want to talk about it.
Well, where the fuck were you?
Yeah,
I was
where
in
were
Brooklyn.
you?
I was in Brooklyn at a show.
All right, well, go fuck yourself, dude. What are we supposed to do? Not,
We were in Albany.
not do anything?
All right, fine. I will go fuck myself.
We went to the Albany Skate Park for the grand opening of
The skate park.
the Albany Skate Park.
On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends. And I can't wait to get on the road again.
All right, we got the Rated R Sports Talk on the road again. Today we are at the Albany Skate Park. It is the grand opening. It is Go Skate Day, Shred for Shawnee. Max and I are here taking in the sights and sounds. Max, tell me what you're looking at right now.
I believe this is the brand new park when they put this one in.
They just built it in the past spring, I believe.
In the spring. It looks fucking nice, man.
It's pretty badass. I'm not going to lie, it's pretty gnarly. I've never been on a skateboard in my life. Actually, scratch it. I've been on a skateboard one time in my life, and I hurt myself.
Broke yourself?
I pretty much broke myself, and I'm looking at all these fucking ramps and rails and stairs and ramps, and I don't understand how it's physically possible to be on something with wheels and do half the shit that these guys are doing.
I'm seeing road rash on bodies that would sideline me for the day.
Not only are these guys ripping fucking tricks and throwing down some big air shit, but they're doing it with their shirts off, and it's making me feel pretty emasculine right now.
Yeah. This iced coffee's real strong. It's good.
Ice brew. We got ice brew going on down here. We got all kinds of free giveaways. It's kind of one day a year. We have free food, free drinks, free gear, free decks, free boards, free everything. We just give it away to the community, trying to get an awareness for a skate park. My brother Dylan usually throws it on, and this is the very first year that there's actually a skate park here. So all the hard work we put in for the past 8 years kind of went towards the skate park, and these kids are having a fucking ball down here.
Yeah, man, the food is out, the drinks are out, the skaters are out, the drones are out.
Rated R Sports Talk is out here.
We've got food from Rolf's Pork Store. We've got a catering order from Druthers Mac and Cheese. Did you get the Druthers Mac and Cheese yet?
Not yet.
Oh, that's some soul food. If you ever had some fucking soul food. That shit is so heavy. I think a half a plate is probably 3 pounds.
I'm into it.
It's so delicious, but you got to work it out like big time. These kids, they just eat that shit right up and sweat it out. They all got 6-packs in their skateboards and stuff like that. I got my fucking beer gut here.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat that and nap it out. How about that?
Yeah. I feel like I stick out like a sore thumb here, but what are you gonna do? I'm out here enjoying myself. I'm cooking up for these kids, just raising awareness for the Albany skateboard crew.
How'd they raise money for this park?
Basically, they got the state to throw down, I think, $200,000, I believe, and then there was some city funding, and then there was, I think, the Tony Hawk Foundation got involved.
Hell yeah!
And a bunch of other little things. We've raised money over the years from our skate events, just some chump change, maybe a couple grand here and there.
No Rob Deerdeck?
No Rob Deerdeck. We tried reaching out to him. I think what it cost for this park to be built was $400,000, and it took us about 2 years to go through all the city council meetings and just get an awareness to get these kids a spot to do their little craft. What they were doing is they were going around in Albany and they were going to the monuments and the statues and shit like that, and they're kind of marking them up, and the city was getting pissed off, and they didn't really have a spot to skate. So that kind of brought light to, well, where can these kids go? They used to have an indoor skate park called the Shelter. That kind of shut down, and they were just running rabid on the streets of Albany, just destroying shit.
Yeah,
so now
some young kids out here, they're gonna grow up with this now.
I'll tell you what,
They're gonna be busting out bad.
There's this 12-year-old kid. He's wearing a red hat. I'm not sure if you've seen him yet, but this kid fucking shreds. And when I say shreds, he's throwing down. There he is, right there.
Right here? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna give a live up there. He's going down, going up the little hump,
Going over the titty.
going over the titty.
That was a ollie flip.
There you
Master 2000 right there.
See, when they talk about what their tricks are and shit like that, it's kind of like a foreign language to me, to be honest.
Flatboard onyx, that rail.
I've got no idea. This is not a traditional sport to me, and it doesn't really have traditional lingo involved. It's kind of a subculture of the United States. Did you see that fucking kid do a backflip off the ramp over there?
No.
Look far up. This dude in white ramp. He just did a backflip off of it.
What?
All right, here's Garrett going up, sending it back down. Uh-oh, I hope he's all right. Yep, he's good. All right, that is live on location. This is going to be on Rated R Sports. This is Dylan Longton, the man of the hour. Dill, tell me a little bit about this event you're running today.
I'm out here for the bitches and shit.
Yeah? Tell me what else.
Actually, no, I have one here, so I got to be good.
Yeah, definitely. Give us a little plug though. What's been going on the past 8 years, and what have you?
Oh, tricks! Tricks are going down. He ain't stopping. Yeah, bet you can't do it again. Really? Nice.
Out here talking shit.
All right, so the rundown is we got a skate park for Albany finally, after 8 years of trying, and today's grand opening, Shred for Shawnee, and tricks are going down. Mega tricks are going down.
What are you guys giving away?
Everything. Over thousands of dollars worth of stuff.
Like
new shoes, boards, decks, wheels, clothes. For the kids who have the shitty stuff, we give them the new stuff.
Now, who are some of your sponsors?
My mom, my dad, my brother, and my brother's mother.
Who are some of your real sponsors?
Nike, Nike, Vans, Rolf's Pork Store. I gotta look at the flyer. A lot of them.
Yeah, we gotta look at the flyer.
About 20 of them.
Is there a website or anything that people can see this information on, or is it kind of like just your Facebook page?
No.
No, all right. He needs to get a little more organized. Anybody out there want to be Dylan's publicist, hit me up at ratedrsportstalk@gmail.com. Reach out to me, and I'll get in touch with his people, and his people will get back to my people, and we'll try to get some people together. This is live on the scene here at the Albany Skate Park, which doesn't really have a name, to be honest.
They should name it on opening day.
I don't think it has a name. Dill, does the skate park have a name?
Washington Park Skate Park.
Washington Park Skate Park. I think we should raise awareness to get a name for this fucking skate park. That's the next thing on the list. What is it?
WPSP. But it's a good day out here, that's for sure. Never rains on my parade here.
Till next year. You just fucking jinxed it.
Yeah, right.
That's all right. We good right now. Live for the moment.
What is that little titty called?
What?
Yeah, what is this little hump thing in front of us?
It's called the titty. It's called a boob.
Is it?
Yeah.
Where's the nipple at?
Oh!
Yeah, could ya? Sweaty and drunk, ready to do it.
Sweaty and drunk. Oh, I got to go report back to... All right, that's kind of us going to finish our segment there. We are live on location at the Albany Skate Park. It is Saturday. It is... What's today's date?
August 7, 18.
It's about that time. It's about that time. Yeah, all right, that's us signing off. Peace.
And that was On the Road Again at the Albany Skate Park in Albany. I just want to congratulate my brother Dylan Longton for having such a great job on, first off, starting this event 8 years ago with kind of the goal in mind in getting an Albany skate park and having it finally come to fruition. So congratulations on that.
Yeah, way to go, Dill.
He's pretty all right.
He put in a lot of legwork, and like I said, it's finally coming to fruition. So
fantastic. And can't go without saying, just want to give a quick shout out to my cousin Kat. She's going in for surgery tomorrow. Just want to let her know that we are all thinking of her.
Thoughts and prayers.
Thoughts and prayers, Kat. All the best. So for Max Niemeyer, aka Max.
Good night, motherfuckers.
And Eric Druckman, aka Druck.
Bye, you dicks.
I'm John Longton. Special shout out to Ryan Noel. Ryan, thanks a lot for coming in here tonight.
I appreciate you guys having me. I think you got something cool and special and unique going on here, and hopefully when I come back for Christmas break, we can do it again.
All right. Hopefully you guys will hear us again next week.
Liar.
Hopefully you guys will like and subscribe. Hopefully we're not shut down.
No, you will like and subscribe.
All right.
Hopefully.
Have a nice night. Take care, guys.
Peace out.